Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to my crib. Come on in. All right. Here we have the woods room. We've got all of these students working on their projects right now. Let me show you some of the things that you can see here. So right over here, we've got some of our power tools, our joiner, and our 2 disc sanders. And you can see something that you probably don't know about is the vacuum system. All of these tubes go up and through the ceiling into our big vacuum chamber that you will see in just a few minutes. We've got right over here all of our project cabinets, and some of the projects that you can see up on top of the cabinets are all things that students can make. We've got plenty of people working hard here. Not sure about that project, but we'll get that going here. Inside some of the cabinets we have old projects, things that we're storing, student work, and some of the old projects that we don't quite use anymore you can find in some of these cabinet areas. Some of our lathe projects I kind of keep hidden up in there until we don't need them anymore. Right over here we've got our scroll saws. These are the big power tools that all the students use to cut curves and to cut on non-straight lines. Along with our drill presses and our bandsaw. The way the bandsaw works is it's got this big blade that comes all the way around and all the way underneath, and it carves out large, thick stock. But our router, belt sanders, wood burners, and lots of projects going on, so the whole place is a little messy. Right over here we've got a very special tool, our wood lathes. What these do is they spin the wood around 1,000 to 2,000 times per minute, and as the piece spins, you carve out the project with the tools that you see in the background back there. We make all sorts of different things, like our Harry Potter wand, the ball in a cup game, anything that you can imagine that's cylindrical. Along this way, we've got our miter box saws, a table saw, some spindle sanders, and in this cabinet, we've got all of our drafting supplies. So the students are working on drawing projects, they grab the board, they grab the materials that they need, all sorts of things that are useful for drafting are stored in this cabinet. Close that up. All right. Along this way, we've got our miter saw and 2 radial arm saws. This is the teacher podium. Inside, there's nothing. Right inside this secret hidden cabinet that most people probably have not seen is where we keep all of our table saw blades and extra blades for the bandsaw. And inside here, extra blades. All right, come on this way. Inside this cabinet, this is another non-student cabinet. You'll find some of the tools that Mr. Liddell and I use to build the things that you see around the shop. So we have all sorts of the power tools that are used by Mr. Liddell and I to create the things that you see all around you. All of the cabinets, everything that's made was built by us. After we pass by our lumber rack and a few new projects, inside here you'll see our control center for the speakers. We've got our little amplifier. Inside these cabinets we have some new stuff for epoxy resin. So our epoxy project is a brand new project where we mix these 2 epoxies together along with all sorts of different dyes or powders that make them shiny. And when those are all mixed together, you can pour them into an opening in your project to create a very unique design. Along this way you'll find our laser burner filter, and our X-Carve machine, which needs to be fixed right now. And inside some of these cabinets, which you probably have never been in, is where we keep all of the things that might be flammable. So different stains, mineral spirits for cleaning, and extra glue and extra stain. all sorts of different things that need to be in a fireproof cabinet. All right, so along this way in our space, we have our plastics and industrial tech room. Mr. Liddell is working in there. Hey there, Mr. Liddell. We've got some MTV Cribs.
Cribs in the house!
Cribs are in the house! Inside this room, you can see all the plastics stuff. And Mr. Liddell, of course. But we'll get out of their hair for now. Hey, Mr. Pearl, what's going on? Good,
I was wondering
good.
if I could use something in your crib.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Anytime.
There's like a heat up knife. Can I use that?
Yeah, definitely.
Sick.
Inside some of these cabinets are probably something that you have not seen before. Extra plastic, glues, resins, and all of the different things that we use for plastics class. We've got our specialty injection molder and different polystyrene for injecting into hot molds.
Make sure to wear
And
your
our safety
goggles in
saw.
the workshop.
Thanks, Abdullah. I appreciate that. Inside here, we've got all of our different plastics, our tool cabinet, and underneath we have storage for additional tools and additional saws for those 6th graders. And if we come along this way into our storage room, this is where, it's kind of a mess right now, but this is where we keep all of our lumber that we are holding on for different reasons or not. We save all of the lumber scraps that we possibly can, use them for different types of projects. And our 3D printing stations are here. We've got 12 different filaments that you can choose from. And Tech Guy was nice enough to just get us these brand new computers to run our 3D printers. So those are new today. Those were brought in. Inside this little secret cabinet back here, you've probably never seen before or even noticed. Inside here, we have dowel rods. A dowel rod is a pre-finished piece of wood that is already made into a cylinder. So that's where we keep all of our additional dowel rods, various different sizes and wood types. We have our mahogany, walnut, and pine dowel rods. And inside this cabinet, that you are also probably never seen before, is where we keep all of our hardware, all of the extra nails, screws, and any sort of fastener that you would possibly need for any of your projects. And if we come along this way, this is the giant vacuum system that we talked about earlier. When you need to turn it on, there's a lot of stuff gathered around here right now as we kind of transition from our move. But this is where the vacuum tubes all come through here. And if you open this up, you'll actually be able to see the inside of the vacuum. This is where all those tubes converge. They come down in through here and get filtered into our giant catch chambers, which are right underneath here. And might as well open one of these up for you so you can see what it looks like in there. If we lift this up and look inside, I don't think any student has ever looked in here before. Right inside this drawer is where all of those shavings end up. So this first catch chamber is for, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff that got swept up into the vacuum and it wasn't supposed to be swept up into the vacuum. Huh. So we'll just hide that away and we'll clean that up in a few months. All right, so I will lay this here for now. And I've got some students to attend to, so you guys got to get out of here. Time to go. See ya, see ya.